Hello and welcome to Retro Americana. I'm your host, Jeremy Scott. Thank you very much. Up first, this is a rare thing. And this is the fourth season I've done this show for. And I always have either a year at best, or I can kind of say, well, it was in this decade. But in this case, we have the actual date, December 19th, 1986. Babes in Toyland. Awful TV movie. But at my house, we taped it. So I know what I was doing December 19th, 1986. I was watching this thing. This had Drew Barrymore in it. I wonder if she was wasted when she did that. I don't know. I mean, maybe she got help by then. Come on, I can have a joke. Come on. Grow up. It also featured Pat Morita, more commonly known as Mr. Miyagi. And that was a big thing, and you'll see they saved him for the end, and by Morita, because, he was riding the wave of the Karate Kid movies. Actually, I believe Karate Kid 2 came out that year, so he was on a roll. Of course, they, have him in there. Richard Mulligan of Empty Nest fame, which was a Golden Girls spinoff, and yes, Golden Girls did have a spinoff. It's called Empty Nest. He was the next door neighbor. And they don't mention him because he wasn't anything yet. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is the male lead, the young male lead. This movie is, like I said, it's just bad. Like most TV movies. Most TV movies, I mean, they're just thrown together and blah, blah, blah. The only exception, Lonesome Dove. That was a good TV movie. It was a mini-series, but you know what I mean? It was made for TV. So check this out from December 19th, 1986. Babes in Toyland TV promo.
Tonight, it's a spectacular movie premiere. Drew Barrymore is the little girl who must save Toyland from the clutches of evil.
I want everyone destroyed. Why?
She's Toyland's only hope, but she'll need the help of the Karate Kid's Pat Morita.
You must remember to keep the child in you alive.
Richard Mulligan is the evil Barnaby, and Eileen Brennan is Mother Hubbard in this holiday musical for kids of all ages. The all-new Babes in Toyland.
Up next, kids, we got a G.I. Joe hovercraft commercial from the 1980s. Supposed to be getting a call from Cobra Commander again, because last time he called in, he was kind of being a jerk, and hopefully he's going to... Oh, there he is. Yellow. He's still having a rough time. Anyway, G.I. Joe, and I got to say, I think they had the coolest vehicles and tanks and aircraft stuff. I mean, and I love Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, just this commercial alone should prove to you how good their vehicles were. And this one floated, so you could take it in the pool. You could, if you had a pond or something, if you had that kind of thing going on, you take it to a creek, to the river, wherever. I mean, it had depth charges, it had missiles, stuff opened up, all kinds of guys, and just looked so cool. And I gotta tell you, G.I. Joe in their prime basically had their own aisle in the toy department. They had that much stuff. They had that many characters, that many vehicles, all that kind of jazz. They really were knocking it out of the park. Hasbro, they did pretty well. So, and the other thing about this is, I would love to go back in time and be a director for like a commercial like this, because I think you have to be a kid at heart to be able to put something like this together. Just check it out, and you'll see what I mean. G.I. Joe hovercraft commercial, 1980s.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe!
It's a Cobra attack! Get the G.I. Joe hovercraft! Get the new Joes aboard!
G.I. Joe hovercraft holds 9 Joes. It's the big new way to bring the Joe team into action, and it floats on water.
Release depth charges! Yo, Joe!
A real American
Chase that Cobra! Way to go, Joe!
G.I. Joe hovercraft comes with driver, other figures, and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
Up next, we have something from the 70s. Hi, Karate! Cologne commercial. This is really cool. Apparently, this was a really big, clever campaign ad that they had going on back then. It was a clone that came with its own self-defense manual on how to fend off all the women that were coming at you. And you'll see what I'm talking about in this video. It did go away, but it got rebooted in the UK about 5 years ago, 2014. But like I've said before, I'm an Aqua Velva guy. Hey, check it out.
Hey, how about a movie tonight, huh?
Wow, what's that aftershave you're wearing?
Your high karate aftershave is so powerful, it drives women right out of their minds. That's why we have to put instructions on self-defense in every package. High karate, the brisk splash-on aftershave that smooths and soothes and cools. High karate, aftershave, cologne, and gift sets. High karate, be careful how you use it.
And just to touch up on the high karate thing, I really love the tagline at the end, though. Be careful how you use it. I know, I just think that's so funny, man. Up next, we have a Del Taco commercial from the 1970s. I've never eaten a Del Taco. I've never seen a Del Taco because I'm stupid okie. Apparently, we do have some here, but I've never seen them. It's mainly a California thing, established in 1964. Now it's spread out to about 15 states, most of them being the western half of the United States. There's a few outposts east of the Mississippi. And if you're watching this on Facebook, this episode, and you eat at a Del Taco, post a pic of your meal. I'm curious. I mean, I would like to eat at a Del Taco. I know that it's fast food, and I get it. It's not some kind of life-changing, life-altering thing, I'm sure. But, you know, I'm curious about the unknown. So, if you have eaten at Del Taco and you're watching this, post the picture in the comments below.
Del Taco, you're hot stuff. Hot stuff.
Del Taco makes 4 kinds of burritos.
Hot stuff.
A soft tortilla filled with lots of good things.
Hot stuff.
Tell us how you want it, hot or mild.
Hot stuff.
It's our California flavor,
The freshest taste around. At Del Taco, the hottest place in town. Hot stuff.
Del Tacos, your burritos are hot stuff.
All right, up next, folks, we have an Arby's commercial from 1978. Now, before we had a Del Taco commercial from the 70s, and like I said in the first episode, it's gonna be a lot of fast food in this season. Arby's got the best processed roast beef in the country. It's not roast beef, but not. Either way, you know, Arby's has gotten ragged on over the years. David Puddy from Seinfeld, it sounds like an Arby's night. I remember there was an episode of The Simpsons where the 2 twin girls go, "We're so hungry, we could eat at Arby's." And just stuff like that. But, you know, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to take it easy on Arby's. I think they've done okay. It's not like they had Jared Fogle as their spokesperson. Anyway, check this out. This is a happy family. They're very happy about going to Arby's. But they normally are in these kinds of commercials, aren't they? Check it out. Arby's commercial, 1978.
Arby's is a big, juicy roast beef sandwich. Arby's is a with that horsey sauce. Arby's is a
Delicious dinner.
Hey, gang, how about a change of taste tonight?
Arby's is a big, juicy, fresh, wholesome, lean, luscious. Arby's is a big, juicy, fresh, wholesome, lean, luscious. Arby's is a big, juicy, delicious change of taste.
And just to show you that, I mean, I really don't have any problem with Arby's, I'll say this. In a world full of burgers and burger joints and all that, they did find a way to stand out. God bless their little hearts. So up next, folks, we've got a Domino's commercial from 1987, I believe it is. And this one features the Noid, which was their dude, their mascot, kind of like the Geico lizard, so to speak, for a number of years. The Noid, his whole purpose in life was to ruin pizza. Because that was, you know, Domino's whole thing for a long time, and I think kind of still is we'll get it to you in 30 minutes or less. So the Noid was essentially the incarnation of potholes and everything in the world that could go wrong with getting your pizza delivered to your house in a timely fashion. Matter of fact, we took a break, me and the crew. What's up, crew?
Hey.
You may speak louder.
Yeah, what's up?
Speak louder.
Hello.
Your job depends on it. We'll be a new crew next season, folks. Anyway, we stopped and took a break. We had a little Domino's ourselves. And we have a few chicken wings left, so they do more than that. So. They're really not bad. Anyway, the Noid came back a couple times over the past few years, but we haven't gone full blown with him yet, so. 1987 Domino's for him.
Domino's Pizza delivers quality. It takes fresh baked quality to avoid the Noid. We keep the Noid out and all the quality in, so avoid the Noid. Call Domino's Pizza now for hot quality pizza. Domino's Pizza delivers.
All right, that's the show, folks. Thank you very much. We'll be back next Monday, July 22nd, with a brand new spanking episode for your viewing pleasure. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We'll see you next week and stuff, unless the world blows up. Oh, so good. Can I get my check now?